I just think it was my time, just coming. My team has been supporting me the whole time I've been out, and just coming back. My coach has been supporting me and letting me know I'm as confident the guy in me. So I feel like it was just building up, and I was able to go out there and do what I need to do to win and help the team win.
Question, the first half, when you came in, I believe that was the spark that kept the team, with the momentum, and it's just an excellent spark. Can you talk a little bit about that? Meaning, when you came in, did you feel like, hey, let me hit a couple, kind of calm the, Arizona comeback or whatever? Talk a little bit about you coming in and your mind frame.
Since the beginning, my coach has been telling me that my best asset to this team is bringing energy. So me coming in the game wasn't about me hitting a shot. It wasn't about me scoring the ball. It was more about me coming in, providing energy, whether that's defensively, on offense, scoring the ball. Just providing that energy, providing that spark for the team to keep us going. So.
Great job.
Andrej, can you talk about what you've seen in practice from Kanan and if you're at all surprised about what he did today?
No, I'm not surprised at all. We've been waiting for this moment. Obviously, last game didn't end the way we wanted to, but I've been telling Kanan, like, as the young guys, we got to step up, and we know that it's gonna be it's a veteran team, but us coming off the bench and sparking that energy and giving them more ways to score and make plays for each other. That's as much as we can bring, and I feel like he just showed college basketball what he can do. And I already knew it was going to happen at some point, but it's time the whole world knows. So yeah.
So Kanan, are you familiar with 50 Cent and the character he plays? Is your name? You might be too young for that.
To my Empire, Kanan.
Power.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Power. Kanan. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am.
So now, being that you are a rap fan, did you take that into consideration with the way you went off today on this big stage?
Nah, not at all. I give all thanks to my coaches, my teammates, and God, of course. So that's the reason why I was able to do what I did today.
Andrej, 25 assists as a team. What did you see just with sharing of the ball and getting looks in there?
Yeah, I think we emphasized, one less dribble today. They packed the paint and just making plays for each other, one less dribble, kick it out, and, it says it in team record for threes. So I think we did a good job executing and making plays for each other.
Another question. Being from Atlanta, Georgia, I don't know your history, but why Stanford?
It was a better decision for me both academically and athletically. Me coming to a school where I know that they can use my talent, and like I said, the coaches have always been talking about me like bringing energy to the team, and like the different ability that I can bring to the team. So that was the main reason.
All right, welcome.
Thank you.
Andrej, you guys hadn't beaten anybody of real consequence yet. Does this sort of change the whole outlook of what you guys are capable of doing?
I think as a team, the people in the locker room, we all believe what we can do, and we knew that we were able to accomplish a win like this. And, we've had a couple games not go our way, Arkansas, Michigan, but San Diego State. But I think this one was finally the game to show that we are one of those teams, and I think we can make a lot of noise in the Pac-12, and we're looking forward to competing next week.
Did you guys have any idea to shoot that many three-pointers against this team? See that many and then create some of your own?
That was the game plan because Coach been going over all week about how Arizona plays heavy gap. So we knew that we was gonna shoot a lot of threes, and been in the gym. Everybody works on that. So we was able to go out there and shoot the lights out today.
And Spencer coming back from an injury more and more, and he had some too. Do you guys see that coming or as well?
Obviously Spencer has been through a lot this season, but when he comes back, everybody knows their role, and like I said, us coming off the bench and sparking that energy when the older guys, Mike Jones, Spencer, Jared Bynum, when they need it. So, we play for each other. So yeah.
What was kind of the message from Coach at halftime? I don't care if it's what was kind of the message at halftime from Coach? You guys are up by 9. What was kind of the message to keep your foot on the gas as you guys did?
To continue what we did in the first half. I think we did a good job of coming out and giving the first punch, and I think we did a good job of maintaining that lead the first half, and then second half just emphasizing box outs. Obviously we had some missed ones in the second half, but getting a hand up, carrying a hand on all their shooters. We realize they're a heavy team. They got a lot of depth on them, so that's it.
All right, so I talked to the coach Friday after the game, and I asked how long is he going to harp on that loss? And then Arizona was over at Berkeley, you guys scored 100 points. And then when would he get you guys ready for this next game against the number 4 opponent? So what did he say to you guys the next day?
Get over it quickly. You know, we got a lot of games, so.
He says it's time to move forward. Use it as energy, use it as motivation to do better. As a team, we understand what we can do when we're all healthy and we're all available. So today we showed everybody what we could do.
Anything else for these guys? All right, thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, that's what I did with Drake.
Okay.
I don't know if they respond, but you know, you still.
Throw it out there into
Shots.
the universe.
They-
And you know what? One thing I also like about it is it's more of a color question. And we all have these basic sayings in regulatory and questions that always get asked. But there's no color behind some of the questions. And I really appreciate hearing that.
It's good. I remember when George Carl got there, I said, hey, Troy, you think because of the lack of rebounding by the Bucks, that we need to get Rodney? He went, and then he was, and I said, dude, because think about this, 2000, when they played the Pacers in the first round,
Stanford's trailed
they
for 30
lost because
seconds.
they couldn't get offense, they couldn't get the defensive
Wrong
rebound.
30 seconds.
Because Travis Best shot at 3, missed it, and the Bucks couldn't get the rebound. They kicked it to Travis Best again, and he won the series on that 3. I said, so that's what I said. We need to get some rebound. It was Irvin Johnson was the center, not Magic.
For sure, for sure.
You might not have been there then, but you were there. You live in Milwaukee, right?
96.
Yeah. So this was 2000. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The last 2 years that I was in covering the Bucks, it was like frustrating because they had just opened that new arena for the Pacers. So I went down there for that. Almost got in an argument with Reggie Miller because he's sitting there trying to tell me that I wrote this article about him that it was Daryl Ledbetter. I said, dude, you know, but I couldn't say we don't look alike because, you know, it wasn't working, you know, it wasn't right. So somebody finally says, no, it's someone else wrote that. I said, what's wrong with you? Yeah, because Daryl said it was pretty much over.
All right, head coach Jerod Haase. Coach Bill from the statement.
Well, this is a hard profession in terms of the lows are awfully low. Friday night it was tough. You know, the way I felt over the last couple of days, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And on the flip side, the highs are awfully fun. And it was a great feeling in the locker room. Obviously, we shot the ball well. I thought our guys played with a great deal of poise, a great deal of belief. I thought the young guys really added a big-time spark throughout the game. And maybe most importantly, the staff, the assistant coaches really put a nice scouting report together. The players really executed that well, and I thought that was a major key to the game.
All right, Coach, so as a Friday, when I asked you how would you do the balancing of forgetting the game or harping on the game and then go and get over to the next one. So the players said that you said to get over it, and they did it very well. So do you think that your message was loud and clear the way they came out?
Yeah, I think so. And I wish I could give myself the same message, or I give myself that same message, but it's a little bit harder to actually apply. But they did. And look, our guys are very resilient. They have an unbelievable amount of character. And the one message that we delivered and will be continued to deliver, I just wrote it after the Arizona State game on my computer. Do your job. And that's going to be emphasized to the guys every time. If there's a box out assignment, your job is to do that. If it's to run a play properly, if it's to get to the paint, whatever it is, do your job the best you possibly can. And that's the whole process idea. But we're not going to get too high or too low, and we're going to understand that if we do our job, continue to get better, and that's the ultimate goal, then at the end of the year, hopefully we have a team that has a lot of weapons and a lot of potential.
Coach, this is sort of a homecoming for myself, and growing up in East Palo Alto, and father retired from Stanford, so me being back here first time in 12 years, what a game. What were your sort of realistic expectations coming into the game? Obviously, it's a great win, but what was your expectations?
Good question. Yeah, I don't know. It's I fight like heck to really be a process guy, and try and do the best we could at practice yesterday in terms of preparation. I thought we had a great walkthrough and film session this morning, and I really don't get too caught up in the expectations of everything, and maybe that's hard or whatever, but at the core of me, I am an optimistic, positive, glasses half full kind of person, and so I try and lean on that the best I can. And so there was an optimism, but it's also just get down to business and do our job, and for me, do my job.
Jerod, you referenced the young guys. Can you just talk a little bit about the performance you got from Carlyle tonight?
Well, he was fearless out there, and he's been a ton of fun to coach. And I've mentioned about Andrej a number of times about how coachable he is, and I'm going to throw Kanan into that same mold. He's been just really a joy to coach. He's very dynamic. Both of those players are, their eyes are just full of wonder. We have an old team that has kind of been through the wars, and they've won big games, they've lost big games, and they're very, very steady, which I think is a very positive thing. But with Kanan and with Andrej, their eyes are full of wonder and excitement, and I think it's really fun for me and for the guys on the rest of the guys to look into their eyes and see that excitement, and I think we can all feed off of that. But Kanan was obviously efficient. He was fearless, and defensively he can bring an element to our team that is really needed right now.
25 assists in this one, 11 from Bonin. Just talk about the improved ball movement and just how that's been a difference.
Yeah, he did a great job of, we talked a little bit about one less dribble, not over penetrating, and at times he got in there pretty deep. But he's has shown this year he's an excellent passer. Can find the open guys. Obviously, guys made shots today to get those kind of assist numbers. But steadiness at the point guard spot is a big deal, and they can pressure and they can deny that first pass, and the ability to get organized, make that first pass, run the offense we want to be able to run starts with a point guard spot, and I think he did a nice job with that.
You talk about the ability to build on the lead and also just weather the Arizona runs in the second half.
Well, Spencer came out hot, which was awesome. We got him some good looks. His teammates got him some good looks. He knocked him in. I thought that was a good kind of a message for the guys that, hey, we can keep going and keep fighting and burn a timeout. And they got a little bit of a run. We got a little bit sloppy with the basketball, but I thought the guys really managed the game well. The guys competed hard. They believed in what we were doing. And then the last thing I would say is just the poise, even when the times got a little bit difficult, they had poise and played with poise.
All right. So is this one of those scenarios where this may be the peak moment where things seem to click as well as it could be? Are you worried about it? The next game is like, okay, we couldn't reach that plateau again, but we still played hard. Will you be able to gauge if they're playing at that same level?
Yeah, I think this will absolutely be kind of the peak moment of this season for 2023. And in 2024, we're going to start from scratch and see if we can get new peaks and new highs and continue to improve. But the mental approach is going to be enjoy this one. And I told the guys in the locker room, I don't have many quick one-liners, but I told them normally I give them until midnight to enjoy a win, and I told them this time they can enjoy it for the rest of the year. And then next year we'll get back to work and try and figure out something better.
Now, Coach, I don't know much about your background, but tell me, how does this win rate in your coaching profession, et cetera?
It's special. Look, Arizona's a storied program. I played against them in college. I've coached against them. I have unbelievable amount of respect for their staff, for their players, for their program. And so to be able to get a win means a lot. I don't know in terms of a ranking kind of thing, but it's certainly up there and an important milestone for this program.
You guys beat them last year here. Had some battles with them in the Pac-12 tournament, nearly beating them there. Is there anything about them just matchup-wise that you feel you guys particularly can take advantage of, or just kind of anything matchup-wise that you feel maybe makes Arizona a good matchup for you guys? Because your team's been similar last couple of years.
Yeah. I have a really good staff, and the kind of plans we've put together and the plans they've put together, I think, have been really good. I don't have a great answer for that one, other than to say that our guys, respect them so much and understand they're going to have to put their best foot forward, and they've executed the game plan well. But look, at the end of the day, they have a team that is awfully talented and awfully tough, and I don't know that anybody really matches up well with them. But obviously, we have played well against them, and that's a real shot in the arm for us.
Kept follow from being too much of a factor without having to really double. Also, 10 assists for Arizona. How do you feel about the defensive game plan?
Yeah, it was great. I thought Maxime and James really just fought him down low and tried to emphasize the position on the floor. If he gets it too deep, it's just going to be too hard. And but they worked inside. The help side responsibilities were generally where they needed to be, especially when he caught the basketball throughout the game. But he's a heck of a player, and he's a load inside, and so we have to give him the due attention, and we tried to do that.
So, Coach, in this last year of the Pac-12, do you harp on the fact that you could have easily been 2-0 to start off this Pac-12 season, or do you say, you know what, I'm happy with the split being the way that game one ended?
It is what it is. We are 1-1, and it's again, I hate to kind of keep repeating it, but it's going to be steady as we go. Take the world as it comes, take the reality as it is, and we'll adjust. If we were 2-0, I hope we would approach tomorrow's practice and the next practice in a very similar fashion to if we were 0-2. And I don't know if it's the right approach, the wrong approach, but it's my approach, and that's what we're going to do this year.
Arizona didn't really get out in fast breaks very much. Is that a point of emphasis today?
Absolutely. It's a team. It's amazing how many stats there are in analytics and college basketball and all the websites and everything, and I believe that they're number one in the country at 10-0 runs, 10-0 or more runs. And so we were well aware of that and wanted to kind of limit that situation of them getting out and going. So the transition defense was certainly a big part of it, and our guys have last year our transition defense was a major negative, and we've really put a lot of time and energy in trying to turn it into a positive, and we've done a pretty good job with it this year, and today it showed.
Free throw shooting much better tonight, 12 of 14. I'm guessing that was an emphasis as well to get to the line more against these guys.
Yeah. I mean, it was more an emphasis of trying to make the right play. Because I think it is a mistake against them to just put your head down, get to the rim, and try and get fouled because they're so big. They're athletic, block shots. So I would say the emphasis was on getting to the paint but making the right play once you get in there. So there was a byproduct of the free throws. And, my free throw talk, whatever that was, worked. And make our free throws and go from there. But the idea of getting to the free throw line is always a big deal. But making the right play, I think, trumps even getting to the line.
Anything else for Coach?
Good job, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.